everybody, this is Lee with Creative2xmom, and today I want to share with you this wonderful game that we have been using in our Ancient Africa study. We went through Story of the World with my first grader and my fourth grader this year, and we found that it was a little bit light on Ancient Africa, so we purposed that when we finished the curriculum, we were going to go back and spend the last month focusing on Ancient Africa and what Africa looks like today. So I went searching through my charter school library, and this is one of the hidden gems that we happened to come upon, and it has been a complete favorite in my household lately. We're winding down the end of the school year, and I need to start taking things back, and this will probably be one of the last things we take back because we are enjoying it so much. It's a game called 10 Days in Africa, and I know that there are other continents that you can get as well. This just happens to be the only one that we've ever played. So this is the only one I can speak to, but if they are anything like this one, you cannot go wrong. So inside your box, you have enough setup for, I believe, 4 players. So you have these card holders, and they are marked from days 1 through day 10, because you're going to be spending 10 days in Africa. So you see that they're each labeled. You also have your playing cards, which are in different sets. So you have countries, you have planes, and there should be one more if I can find an example. There is what looks like a Jeep or a truck. So it's traveling by car. And those are the 3 different types of cards that you have. Now there's a little bit of variation with each one. The truck always stays the same. The countries are in different colors. There's pink, green, and yellow, and I think maybe even an orange. And the same, there will be corresponding colors with the planes. So you always have to start with 10 tiles. And then you can trade from there. So as you're building your journey, you're going to build your journey of 10 days. So you have a drawing pile, and then you have 3, they're not laid out sorted like this, but you have 3 piles that you can draw from here. So when it's each person's turn, they can either pick from here, or if maybe I needed Senegal, I would draw that one, or I need a red plane, I might draw that one. I'm going to draw 1. Mali, I can't use it, so I'm going to discard it on any of these 3 piles. I'm trying to build a journey across the continent. So I need to start out with a country and I need to end with a country. Let me show you how this works. So I can fly between 2 countries of the same color, but I need to have a plane of that same color in the middle. So if I want to fly from Senegal to Zambia, I can because they're the same color, but I need a red plane in the middle, and that would cover 3 days of my journey. I can drive from one country to another, but those 2 countries need to share a border with a 3rd country. So what would be really helpful with this, and we have been using with it, is a map of the continent. So then I know what countries I can actually drive through, which ones border each other. I know, for example, I don't believe Congo and Mali border anywhere near each other, so I could not do something like this. If I'm driving through a 3rd country to get to this one, then I'm okay. Otherwise, you can't put them together. And then you can take any 2 countries that border each other. Again, these 2 don't border each other, so they couldn't go side by side. If you have 2 countries that border each other, you're just walking from one to another. You don't need a 3rd card in between. It's just a walk. So the whole time I am building what I think will work to get my 10 days in Africa. Now I have to start and end with a country, and I have to follow those rules of either flying, driving, or walking. And sometimes you'll start to build a path that you think is going to work for you, and then you have to kind of scrap your plans somewhere along the way because you can't get the correct plane, or you found a better route to get you somewhere else. It's actually a really fun game, and it's taught us so much about African geography. It's taught us so much about just the size and the expanse of the continent, because it's absolutely huge. So it's been one of those that's really good for strategy, really good for geography, fun to throw into a history curriculum. We have all become addicted to this, from my 6-year-old all the way on up to my mom was visiting this week, and her and my daughter have been playing it back and forth. She had to leave to go work for a couple weeks. She's going to come back and visit. She's like, I'll play it when we come back. Well, we have to take it back to the school, and she's super disappointed. So we have all been absolutely loving this game, not just my kids that are at school, but the adults as well. So if you are looking for a fun game to include in your curriculum about Africa, I would definitely say check these out, or even check to see what other continents they have that you might be using in your curriculum. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.